Welcome along to the good, the bad, and normally the rugby. I'm going to get the Grassroots rugby this week. We had a little rebrand. Like that.
Lovely.
Always. Love that. Today we're in partnership with England Rugby, which is very exciting. We're playing with the big boss, and we are joining the RFUs back in the game campaign. It is something that we've spoken about on the show before. It's something we're very passionate about. And the aim of the show, a very unique show, is to try and inspire 1, 2, 3 or 4 of you to get your boots back on, because right now, just what more would you like to be doing than scampering about in the mud and the rain and playing a bit of rugby? And if it's not putting your boots back on, why not get down to the clubhouse and buy a pint or paint a changing room or carry a kit bag or drive a team bus but it would just sell the game.
Yeah, but it's also been a really, really, really hard time last 2 years for Grassroots Rugby, Grassroots Club. They've really borne the brunt of, there's 15 to 17-year-olds who've missed out some of the best rugby memories of their lives, and sometimes it's quite hard to get back, and you sort of need that little nudge.
Yeah.
Do the right thing. I actually said that to someone at a dinner the other day, and he was like, "Oh, I used to play." And I was like, "How old are you?" It was quite awkward at the first. I was like, "What, are you 40?" He went, "I'm 32."
That's what you should still be playing.
So I said, "Mate, you need to get back playing." He said, "Yeah, but I'm not fit." I said, "Who cares? Did you enjoy it?" Yeah. Get back and do it.
I think a lot of people with Grassroots, they forget that most people at the kind of top level of the game had a moment at a Grassroots club.
Yeah.
That so many of us and so many people who don't want to necessarily play professionally and want to push it have had adventures. And I think Grassroots Rugby teaches you about camaraderie. It teaches you about discipline. It teaches you about playing for something bigger than yourself. The touring, the fun, the social side afterwards. The fact that you get these stalwarts who've been there since they were 5 and they're still going at 50 in the veterans, all the characters. It's why we love the game. It is a distilled version of everything that is good, that embosses all the values that actually at the top level of the game has kind of lost because it's been commercialised. There's a purity in that. And exactly what Tin said, if you want to get into Grassroots or you want to get into sport, you might just want to go for the social side. And one thing COVID and all the stuff has taken away is that ability to interact with people. Why not go down and play? You know, so many clubs we've gone to have started doing walking touch and walking rugby and mixed touch. And then you've got tag rugby for kids. And, you know, with an ever-present obesity epidemic going around, we want kids off their screens out playing rugby. We want people to go and it's a great leveler, club rugby Grassroots, because if you turn up with a big I am, you'll learn pretty quickly that
you're big A or not.
You're not, and you get and it's, you know, my career started from 5 to 18 at Maidenhead Rugby Club. You know,
that's very kind of them. Thank you, Maidenhead, for sending you a boob tube. Is that from the kids' shop?
It's the same size shirt I wore when I was a kid, actually. No, and Maidenhead Rugby Club was everything that was great. You know, I went all the touring, the father and sons touring sites to France and to exotic locations like Calais. You know, the kind of the club functions. You know, those, as I said, those old guys in the booth.
This is absolutely.
Well, actually, it normally looked in France that you were, because they all turned up with beers.
They did,
They can't smoking. Dad, are we under 14s?
I'll never forget that when we turned up for the game and it was like under 15s, and I swear a couple of them had families in the stand. They were like the French guys matured quicker than I do. I mean, we lost 112-0. You know, you get the ferry back and you're sitting there and your mum's like, you know, did your dad behave? You're like, yeah. And they always go, what goes on tour stays on tour. These are valuable life lessons that you learn.
You talk about characters. A lot of them are the one that starts at Grassroots, who isn't a star, but he acts like he's a star. So, and he teaches kids, he'll score one try every now and again, and he'll think he's the best. We've got one at Minchinhampton, it was called Niall Kimber. He literally...
What position?
Number 8.
Right.
Everything had to go.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda made it were it not for a knee injury.
Yeah, no, I know that you listen, so I'm going to drop you in. Yeah, but all the time it's like he thinks he's the unbelievably the best thing since sliced bread. You're not. But the celebrations on tries are extreme, everything.
And I really mean it with the kind of, you know, the RFU and the campaign, getting people back into sport. Because actually what people forget about Grassroots clubs is that they're there to service a need. You know, yes, the
community thing.
It is. And the legacy that they create sometimes when they create Lions or they create England players, they create whatever, is fantastic. But ultimately they're there for people, and they're very much hand to mouth often. You know, and you've got to understand that they only run because of the amazing volunteers. Like, we wouldn't have visited the clubs we visiting in a different, you know, in a different guise for the main show we do, if people hadn't volunteered, if people didn't give up their time to do it. And it's so important to go back, because even if you're going back just to watch or support or buy a pint in the clubhouse or volunteer on a weekend to help clear out the changing rooms or do whatever it is you need to do, the place is sorely missed.
But also, you never know who you're going to meet. If you take your kids, that gives you another area. You take your kids along, you get chatting to parents on the sideline. Alex King, coach at Gloucester, he's at Minch. His son's at Minch, so see him on a Sunday, and you just start making friends on the touchline, and it's that social aspect, as Has said. Have to volunteer for who's on the grill on a Sunday morning. Haven't made that one yet, but that is the side of it. Minch have got a girls' team now, dedicated girls' team, just to try and get more girls playing the game. And I think when you get into it, I'm very lucky because I didn't really do much club rugby, like grassroots rugby, until I was at school. That school was my rugby focus, so Minch has been my first grassroots club, and. They either they knew me very well, or they're just fantastic hosts. At half time in my first game, I was drinking port, and I was just standard. They've sold me down. I
think your reputation went before you.
They sold the dream to me.
My favourite was like post game running around in the bar buying chomps when they actually were 10p and drinking blackcurrant. Blackcurrant had all around your mouth, running around like that was as
more
fun
energy after the game than before.
It was as much fun as playing the actual sport. And it was incredible.
Harry Payne does Richmond Minis. We're on kit washing duty, but I've timed it so that I'm hoping the mud has gone.
Excellent.
Always do later in the season when the sun is out.
I'm sort of set up for that because we've got Zed's got a washing machine that does horse blankets.
Rugs. Yeah, I bet you are.
So I literally I don't know why I don't just pin my hopes to that.
Because you're not that kind of charity guy. You're not the kind of giving guy. Are you?
Well, this show hopefully is more about the things that you love and you miss about your rugby. It's not a call to arms. Your club needs you. It's more of a reminder of if you've done it, if you haven't done it, if you fancy doing it. Give it a crack because there is so much fun to be had. There are so many good people in the game, and the sport needs the good people at the wheel at the moment. We are going to break it down, apparently, into... We put a lot of thought into this. We have the good, and we've been asking you over the last couple of weeks to submit your grassroots videos for high-quality analysis from two of the finest pundits in the game. We're going to go through them in three categories, as we said. The first is the good, so obviously your great skill execution, the tries, the blinding brilliance, and the sublime scores. We've got the bad, which is fairly obvious, your shockers, your howlers, your errors, and your face plants. And then we've asked you to send in videos which encapsulate all that we love about rugby itself. So core values, a legend of your club, a pint in the clubhouse, or perhaps helping the referee with his car out of a muddy car park, whatever it might be. All the videos, we should say, that could but haven't yet gone viral. We're hoping to give them a bit of a nudge as they do so. So let's start first of all. We're going to analyse as we go. It might be a bit of a stretch at some points for us, but we're going to come up with a winner for each category who's going to win 23 tickets for their entire squad for the Saturday at the London Sevens this year.
Unbelievable.
That is a proper prize.
That sounds dangerous. Can we go?
Yeah, can we be part of that? That is an incredible...
We are giving...
I'm only going if it's fancy dress.
Yeah, it is fancy dress.
We're giving out... It is fancy dress this year, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it?
69 tickets we're giving away across our three categories, which is going to be one in the next half an hour.
Judging by Reece Logan's photo that we can see, he's already in fancy dress with that tattoo on his arm.
Right, let's start with the good first of all, and the great as well. These are the best bits of skill and imagery and gameplay that have been sent in to us. The first clip is from Reece Logan, as you said, a big man, in brackets me, trying to play the game before he has to retire. The question that falls out of this is why on earth is he looking towards retirement when he's an absolute baller?
Yes, exactly. Unbelievable hands. Out the back, the giddly off the right hand.
The giddly.
He's giddled it to who, I don't know, because I don't know. The weird thing is the rest of his team are slightly behind him. He seems to be running across the field.
And all I can see is the socks of either... Is it the referee or...
It's another one of the opposition.
Or the opposition that he's about to giddly to.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. He's basically snapped an action shot of him that could be doing anything.
Yeah, because
looking where his points for self-appointed imagery.
Yeah.
But
and that tattoo, he definitely loses points.
I'm not entirely sure how... He's looking like he's braking severely with his heel planted into the floor. So I'm not entirely sure whether he's about to go backwards or he definitely looks like he
it looks great. Great marketing from him.
Yes.
I'm going to say he's got to be a runner-up because he can't.
I like the angles of entry from his supporting players into the breakdown are basically wandering past and sort of seeing what's happening.
Yeah, just milling around. I mean, there are quite a couple of bigger gentlemen in this picture as well. And that's the beauty of Grassroots Rugby Club.
Come on, come all.
All sizes, all creeds, all whatever.
I can't really figure out which way he's playing.
That's what I mean. That's what I told you. It doesn't look right. Everyone else is heading the other direction, and he seems to be running.
I tell you what, though, Reece, we're going to give you mass. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that we're looking at front row forward.
Yeah, I would.
We're not necessarily looking at a skinny 15.
I mean, Andy Good did kind of break the mold.
Yeah.
And we have had 10s who've played in scrum caps in the past, but I'm going front row forward, and therefore I'm going out the back baller. We're giving it a solid mark, losing valuable points for self-appointed nominations.
I'm going to say Furlong needs to worry about and the baby Rhino.
Yeah.
Rhino Bambino. Yeah.
Rhino Bambino.
Well done to you, Reece. Keep playing, and whatever you do, park all thoughts of retirement, particularly when you've got that much game about you. That needs to see a lot more action over the next few decades.
If you get that picture, you know his strength is in the bar as well.
Yeah, that's very true. Well done, Reece. Thank you for that. Let's move on to the next one, which is a clip. And this is George Faulkner at Leah Denisian's RUFC, which is going to score well on the Scrabble board. Let's hit play. Oh, it's coming with music as well.
They've put a theme tune on it. It better be good.
24 at the base of the scrum. I love a travelling.
Absolute
hello.
mega line.
What a line.
What? Oh my God, he's put Kevin and Perry.
Leg drive.
Oh my God. Mate,
stop it.
He's put the Kevin and Perry theme tune on it.
You know, we talked about if you miss out on that 2-on-1 pass, you need to score it.
Yeah.
Well, it literally...
Let's have a look.
Can we go? So I love the lion's mane at 9 to start with. That is an absolute...
he's just carved him up.
So he goes through the line 1... Still going.
And then gets through the same guy twice.
He's had a shocker. 2, 3, and over. He's beaten one player twice, plus the cover defence.
His dive was awful, though.
I'd like to know who the 12 on the defending side was, because he made a very, very cardinal sin in the first.
It's a long walk back from the tight head.
Yeah, let's just watch that.
If you just watch there, the 9's got a great
setup here as well.
Got a great job. 10 is not even the 10's man, but he still hits him. They've not shifted out.
He's got a hell of a lot to do.
The 12 has sucked in on the 10, even though the 9 was on the 10.
This is genuine analysis.
This is.
You're going to be quite disappointed there if you're... Is that the winger who's overrun it?
I don't know. I feel there's a bit of a ginger bias there because he didn't fancy passing
number 3's lids disappeared along with that.
What I do love is as he goes over, you've just got 1, 2 and 3 of the defending side trotting into vision bottom left. 1, 2, and if you roll it on a bit...
Number 3 looks like Mr. Mannering from behind.
They're still in their scrum formation. They're just a little bit...
It's a long walk back from the 22. There's 3, and there's your tight head.
God.
I think we're going to give, obviously, quality finish, but there are real question marks about commitment to defence.
Yes. Yeah. I would say that was optional defending.
I just want to confirm.
We'll pay the attack.
Pay the attack.
In this world, you don't really judge a defence.
Do you not? Okay.
It's a firm handoff as well. You've got to give quality marks for the handoff.
I mean, it's a Josh Lucy type handoff, that.
Yeah, that's true. What a piston. Did you ever come up against that in training?
Yeah, it broke my nose, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, one time against Wasps.
Right.
At the old...
Adams Park?
No,
Loftus
Road.
Wow.
Down I was defending down the left, fully straight in there, moved it.
Those was when he was in the army, one of his army days.
Yeah. Ouch.
Went to Cyprus, had a night out, and that was it.
Okay, well done to you, George. That is a heck of an effort. Shall we bring in the next nomination, which is Mike Morris at Trojans Rugby Club?
Eminem.
Don't say it.
I won't. Don't say it.
So on we go. Mike, this is you at work. 1.
Good leg break.
2. Stop.
Now, sure, that's the worst left foot kick.
Shut
bounce has gone away.
Oh,
God. Pay the bounce.
So the real shame is we'll never know if he grounded it or not.
Yeah, but he looks very cash. He's just cashed it in, walked up, shuffle, fend, optional tackle. Tobleroned it.
Guys, Mr. Tackle's rolling around like he's in agony.
Yeah, Tobleroned it. Do you know what? That looks like a very hard pitch, and the bounce has gone from one postcode to another.
You do get some absolute ballers at this level. But also the bounce ball.
I'm not entirely sure the fullback or whoever bounced over it.
Are we paying skill there, or are we paying luck?
That is a lot of luck. I mean, just look at the defender. That's a 1 in a million bounce. That is it.
That's very much like the bounce I got when I was playing for Stade Francais against Perpignan. I scored my chip and chase.
Did you submit that?
I haven't submitted that, but that wasn't grassroots. That was elite level.
At times you made it look a bit grassroots.
Well,
when Owen Farrell kicked the ball into your head, that really was.
The downside of that is when he's hit that with his left foot, I'm not sure he's left-footed because it was that bad a shank of a kick.
He's Toblerone.
Guys, this is our good category. We've got to be paying the credit.
We are.
Mike Morris at Trojans Rugby Club with, I mean, the opportunity for... No, let's not do that. Mike, I like what you've done. There's commitment, there's chance, there's energy, there's confusion.
There's a lot of casual
glory
about it as well.
Yeah.
He just casually jogged up, went round the first one like a mini roundabout on the way to Tesco's.
I like that.
Fended, Tobleroned it, bounced so high. The other bloke, I don't know what he was doing, and he scored.
Right. Well done, Mike. That's a strong submission. We're very, very big fans of that.
I'm on clip
On
two,
we go next. So this is Henley Hawks women's team, and they play in Championship South. You may recognise us.
I'm a little bit disappointed.
Viral TikTok account. Check out Henley Hawks women.
I'm a little bit disappointed already. Backline not set up.
Well, that's all right. They've got time.
Forwards.
So can we talk about the TikTok viral account? I mean, he's selling himself on that front. What's gone on there then?
This is Shira's team.
Is it?
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of talking.
Great communication. Shut up.
Wheels on the outside.
Shut up.
Inside, outside.
Oh, dear.
Head down and go.
Excellent. Proper dive. Is that Shira?
Oh, no.
Do you know what's amazing about that? Is I've got absolutely no idea what happened until it got to the winger. That is
class.
wheels on the outside there.
And defend.
Great fend.
And then
people just falling off.
Ears back.
We've got a little bit of extra commentary. So they love this clip, not just because it was a slick team try on a sunny day. Rugby as a summer sport.
Yes, 100%. 100% should be a summer sport.
Well, you've read my
Sun cream. Oh, yes, your manifesto.
my manifesto.
Also because it was our first try of the season in our first game of the season. I'll tell you what, if that's how you've begun, I'd love to see how you've kicked on. After a year of no rugby because of COVID, a triple treat, if you will. They've had lots of new girls joining the team this year, so it's great to see our teamwork coming together and our hard work paying off in pre-season in our first game. Did either of you... You finished well, England Barbars.
Yeah, I always finish well. What? I did finish well.
You finished a nice one against France, a little roly-poly.
On the rarity I ever scored, I did finish well.
That was a bobbling ball. That was off Geraghty.
It was Italy, wasn't it? He chipped it.
That was Shane Geraghty against France.
It bounced over Catty's head and I picked it up.
Yes, and finished with a somersault.
I thought it was Italy.
That was France.
What else?
I love the fact that he's not even going to go, oh, maybe it was Italy.
No, it was France.
All right, relax. You're right.
Well done, Henley
We don't
Hawks.
want your house hasn't got a proper roof.
It will do one day.
Yeah.
I like that from Henley Hawks. I like the fact, it was an early try early in the season. I like the summer rugby. I like there's a lot going on.
I love the fend. The fact they would look like they were disorganised to start with, but then burst into life with a simple move.
Yeah. Okay. Our last submission in the good category has been sent in from Eamon Carroll. A classic 1-2 with the scrum half and winger of Tamworth RUFC First 15. The winger, Eamon, beats two defenders before throwing a pass out of the back door to the scrum half, Sid Wood, who started the move.
Okay. Marty Moore on the outside.
One.
One of them's caught in treacle. Fend.
Shut
up! You shut your mouth.
I'd like to see that again.
You shut your mouth, whoever did that.
That's unbelievable.
I want to know where that came out of his hand.
We need to do the old Joe Rogan / commentary by the side.
He's going, yes, I did.
The big fella. The travelator.
Hit the brakes.
I must say, the winger's done extremely well here.
It's a proper out the back door.
Oh, my God.
It's a proper out the back door, going the wrong way.
Go on, look at that. It's the wrong way. He's spinning. He's turned.
Has he stayed in?
He's changed hands. No, he's gone
that way. He's gone the old boomerang.
Yeah. The boomerang.
That is a remarkable piece of skill. It reminds me of one of the tries. Do you remember the Stormers scored a try like that?
Yeah.
Do you remember Tamati Ellison's offload for the Highlanders?
Yes.
We got spun round and did that.
Yeah.
That's a hell of... Can we watch that just one more time? Because I just want to see the 9. It would have been lovely to have had the coup de grace finish, but I think he ends up rolling over the try line.
The Marty Moore lookalike is I'm on, I'm not on, I can't do it, I can't, I'm going to... I don't know, I can't.
He's still there, doesn't stop.
Yeah. It's like
First man on the celebration.
It's like his legs are on backwards.
It just makes it. It was a big setup from the Marty Moore.
Yeah, of course, he was right there.
I think that has to be the winner.
Unfortunately.
Because I think there is skill in abundance there.
I mean, that's absolutely...
there's classic play all through all 5 clips, but...
I mean, that is full grassroots across the board. Different shapes, different sizes, different skill sets.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take you back through it just again. So we've got the self-appointed photo from Reece, which was an amazingly strong image.
It was, but we don't have any idea what happened.
We don't know which way he was going or who he was playing or where he was going.
Yeah. No.
Strong from Reece, not quite strong enough. We then had George Faulkner at Leah Denisian's RUFC.
Yeah, which is just the fend.
It is a very strong finish, but
again,
I think
slid knee first.
Oh, stop doing that! Yeah,
I also think the defence is has not helped George's cause there. This is Mike Morris at Trojans.
Mr.
I think there's a
Laidback.
huge amount. I do like the socks down on a fullback, but I think there's
that
much fortune.
That is a dog kick. That's
I think there's an element of hidden hope. There is an element of the hidden hope.
Yeah, there is. But
Could you confirm whether you are left-footed or right-footed?
yeah, please.
Yeah.
Let us know.
What I would say here is I think the Henley Hawks camera work has let them down because it's quite hard to know what happens until ball in hand,
Rachel
Flair.
smokes everyone.
speed,
Yeah.
finesse.
Oh, don't dive.
Just you need to be
watching
watching the end goals.
kneecap.
Yeah.
But I think there is so much happening here.
I mean-
God. Didn't know he made it, and he did.
Are we going to go with Eamon Carroll, Tamworth, RUFC, first 15, and a big day out with 23 tickets to the
Amen,
London
we
Sevens? Amen, we are. Well, listen, I think some very strong nominations, but Eamon, you are the winner. Your team are the winner of 23 tickets to the Saturday of the London Sevens. We'd like to see a lot more of that,
Yes.
of the flair and the razzle dazzle.
Well done, Sid, for the offload of the day.
And well done, Sid, for
Without
the offload
doubt.
of the day. That is Sid Wood has produced a moment of gold.
A moment of gold. I think he'll be moving up the leagues after we
Do you think he will?
PR the rubbish
Where
out
is
of this.
Tamworth? Would Minch play Tamworth?
It's,
No,
it's
Tamworth's
the most
Birmingham,
landlocked
isn't it?
city.
Birmingham.
Yeah, it's near Birmingham. Yeah.
It's north of Watford. I get dizzy.
Yeah. Well, it's over the bridge from
It's like when
Leicester,
Peter
isn't
Kay
it?
says
Pigs run away in Tamworth.
No, it's like Peter Case when they do like bullseye and they want a speedboat and they live in Tamworth. It's the most landlocked part of the country. Take that back.
Right, that was the good. In fact, that was the great. Now we're on to the bad. This is an anonymous clip.
I am wondering where this could go, by the way. How
when
bad
the weekend
can that
is in
get?
sight, but you can't quite get to it yet.
Oh, he's definitely going to be falling over with a...
Oh, go on. Oh, stinker! What a
Oh,
So I'm
Doofus.
so confused as to what's happened
So
there.
the blue thing, he's just tripped up over the grass.
Mate, what a stinker!
That is, so let's put a bit of detail on this. Hi, I run a mixed social touch rugby team at St Mary's Old Boys RFC. This vid is our lovely Will getting sniped by absolutely no one. We've got a great team and this provided a few laughs. Luckily, Will is laid back enough for us to
the
share.
line comes into...
no.
Will, it's the final image, really.
He's buried
that
his
sums
head in
it all
hands,
up.
yeah, head in
Because
hands.
it's running down the barrel of the camera. The glory is all
Desolation.
there. Everything is there, and he's ended up with nothing.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, do you remember one
Actually, looks
Manuel Leguizamon diving
Yes,
for the
yes,
London
Swan
Irish?
dive, yeah.
He looks like Ollie Morgan there when he was...
He does a bit.
Ollie Morgs.
Will, I'm sorry you've been done by your teammates at St Mary's Old Boys. What has actually happened though? Where
I
has
don't
he
understand
fallen?
how...
It's a lovely evening.
I
and
think
there's-
he might have tripped
the-
over
the
a
tri- the-
sprinkler. Oh,
he's just caught a toe. It's a toe drag. Oh,
He's forgotten how to run.
And I love his mate who's in defence going,
Say,
yep, knock on.
Yeah, called it correctly. Will, bravo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is.
Hopefully your head is still in your elbow on this one.
And I'm sorry that we've had to put that out to the public, but
we're not.
Don't worry,
we're
we're
not
going to
sorry.
make sure
We're
that Haas
delighted to
retweets that as well. He's only got 900,000 followers.
okay. Clip number 2, which is from Mary Challoner. Mary, let's have a little look. I've seen this.
Oh no, that's the
Now
5
that
metre
is
line.
the 5 metre line.
Oh no! What a muppet!
Now, this is Phil Martin playing for Old Sullians against Midsummer Norton on January the 15th, 2022. It's an acrobatic touchdown short of the try line.
Oh, the guy behind
Does it get
him.
much worse than that?
It
And
doesn't.
this would be a great video to see if he got up celebrating.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the guy behind him hasn't even broken stride because he just can't work out why he's gone down.
I'm very interested.
It's a glorious dive as well. We're talking about try celebrations. He's got them. He's got the action.
I'm looking
in
at the
its full
defender
glory.
here, and he's not looking like he's running fast. I don't know what's going on with his push-off leg, but it looks like he's just turned, like he might have sniped off the back of a maul, and he's turned to try and get him, and he's dived immediately.
Yeah.
Phil, I'd love to know the fuller story. What I like about this is that it's just a moment in time.
Yeah.
And there's something quite sort of
And it's a moment in time
unexplained
he
Yeah.
about
wishes
that.
he could
And
forget.
it will never be explained.
It will never be explained. Did they win? Did they lose? Did it cost them a season?
Yeah.
All these things
Did
we will
his
never know
friends
the answer
disown
to.
him? Did his missus leave him? All the things we need to know.
One can only speculate.
All that you expect that did happen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would understand that.
Okay, Phil, it's a very strong contender. I will give you that. Just as a man who looks like he's been playing the game for a number of years. He's got the socks in the right part of the body. He's let himself down horribly. This is our third and final clip in the bad from Paul Bendel. And the question is, what would you have done? It's the last play of the game. The opposition have a man in the bin and you are trailing 15-19. You have a penalty under the posts. Your team's line-out has been poor, so you decide to go for a scrum. The answer to the question we're about to see, let's just press play. What would you do? So they've gone for the scrum.
Oh,
it's a bit like England at Murrayfield.
Oh, he's gone for a drop goal.
Oh, shut the front
He's
door.
gone for a drop goal, 4 points down.
And he's got it.
He's missed it. No, he's missed it.
But it doesn't matter.
He's
Even if
missed
he'd got it, he'd still lost.
But why are you trailing 15-19 and going for the 3?
That's
so
what,
not only does his maths not work.
no, but that's what I mean. He's obviously balls it up, but I think I think he actually got it, but then it doesn't matter.
The answer to the question is you do not pass it to a prop who has a surprisingly good kick but failed GCSE.
Oh, he did get it.
He does get it.
But
he does get it, but they obviously lose by 1.
1.
Oh, what? Oh.
Do you know who that reminds me of? I always have to draw it. Matt Dunning, who kicked a 50-yard drop goal.
For Australia.
For the Waratahs.
Waratahs.
Yeah.
And everyone's shouting.
Yeah, and even he knew when he hit it, he was like, what have I just done?
There is so much ballet in the kick, though. There's a hitch kick in the midst of the drama.
Normally, what he would be putting in to go in are good.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a prop
winner.
hitting a pop hitting a droppy, that would be a winner in the good.
In any other category, on any other day, with some form of education, he would have been on fire.
But on a 15-19 last play of the game, it turns into a horror show.
He could claim that he secured the losing bonus point.
But we already had it.
I know they already had it. I'm looking for positives.
There is no cherry on this pie.
Old Richians, the final score, 18-19 to Old Cryptians, Gloucester's big rivals.
I am assuming he is now in the thirds.
Yeah. Playing 10.
He is now, after every game, got to get dressed up in some form of...
How do you walk into the clubhouse off the back of that? I mean, how do you explain that away?
Well, I mean, maybe because he's still not conscious as to what happened. Maybe because the balls that up, like he just doesn't know, and he's like, yeah. What was his name again?
His name is. It was sent in by Paul Bendel, and the prop was.
Didn't say his name.
They kept him anonymous.
So whoever it is, he's like, "God, Big Dave, you've absolutely destroyed it," and he's like, "No, you've ruined everything."
Can we just see that one more time? Because I just want to see. There's a crowd there. There's real drama on the touchline.
The fullback goes head in hands. Look, he's gone in the way. Prop's got up.
It's a brilliant drive to set up the 3.
Look, Prop's in the way.
What's the 9 doing though? Why is
the 9 hitting someone who's 10 yards deep behind the ruck?
And look, it goes back, play it.
And
then the guy's head in hands. Look,
but he knows instantly. So he's not even celebrated thinking he's won. He is. It's like a Luke County. I've just done something. I don't know why I've done it, and now I know I've not done it right.
He's like the guy out of Old School. He blacked out, and it just happened. They're like, what did you do? And he's like, I don't know, mate.
My word.
I mean, there is nowhere else to go in the awards for spectacularly bad moments.
I mean, that's got to be the winner, isn't it?
It's the most brilliantly bad thing I think I've seen on a rugby pitch for a long time. Not since
Love it, though. And that's what Grassroots Rugby is all about. These character moments.
What I do like is that they've
I'm changing my name to Mike Bendel.
Mike Bendel.
Paul Bendel.
No, but
Mike Bendel.
I'm changing my name.
Oh, Mike Bendel.
I want to be associated with the prop who can hit a drop goal and have to have his head in the hands after his best piece of skill of his career.
Paul has been very kind and not named the hero.
No, he is
the hero of the second and the fool of the hour.
No, it is Paul Bendel. Oh, it's from Paul Bendel.
We don't actually know whether the Paul
he can't do maths and Tins can't read.
But
what I love is the same team.
I tell you what. I mean, so let's just recap on this. So we've got we've got Will getting sniped, which was unfortunate. But
do you know what adds insult to injury?
What?
That Paul Bendel, who put the clip on, is taking the prize of the 23 tickets, and the poor prop will not be on the list of guests.
He won't be. No. Will get sniped, which is very unfortunate. I like
that
this
is bad,
enormously.
by the way. I think if that was a video, there'd be a close battle here.
I like this as artwork. Phil Martin playing for Old Stallions against Midsummer Norton. That really should be blown up and put behind the bar.
Yeah.
And I would like, or turned into an NFT.
But also like a caption underneath it. Like, just as you think you've made it, life comes and gets you, or something like that.
Constantly falling short. But this is...
Can we watch it again?
Yeah.
I'm just the way that the opposition immediately start celebrating. Watch how quickly they celebrate. Watch how quickly they celebrate. They're up.
But I love the reaction of the team. All of them put their hands on their. It's like
the big man's got his hand on his boat, like covering his eyes, and then he's just gone down to his knees.
The greatest tragedy about that is the camera stops. I want to see what happens in the next 20 or 30 seconds.
Do you reckon they all kick him? Is it a bit like murder on the Orient Express, where they all walk past and just smash him?
Listen, and forevermore will now be known as Matt Dunning.
Well done, Matt Dunning. There is very little consolation to be named the best of the bad, but Paul, well done for sending that in. Thank you very much. You too have won 23 tickets to the London Sevens. I'd love to know. But
you only need 22.
You only need 22. Will you let us know if the prop makes it onto the bus or not? I want to know how the rest of this story unfolds. Spectacular.
That was
well done to Old Richians, who managed to conspire to lose a game in the most glorious of fashion. Okay, now we need to move it on to the rugby section. This one is all about the values of the game that we love. It's one for the legendary volunteers or the refs or the good supporters or the clubmen, whatever it might. Oh my word! Whatever it might be.
See where this is going.
Someone brought a Maserati to rugby club in that amount of mud. That's an interesting choice.
Let's get into it. Our first submission is from Royal Wootton Bassett RFC. What is happening here?
Wootton Bassett.
What is that car?
It's a Beamer.
What is it? Oh God!
Oh, good
scrum.
That's great work. Great technique.
What? That is unbelievable.
Teamwork.
Are they going to fall into it?
Dreamwork.
What is that driver doing? Look at the ground in front of it. Why is he possibly heading? Oh yeah.
Can we just watch that again?
Is that a Beamer or a Skoda?
Or is it a Lancia or an Alfa Romeo? What I really want to keep an eye on here, if you've got heavy duty work, you really need your tight head to be heavily involved.
Yeah. And the big man do you know what he looks
or
like?
Maybe not. That is like a classic scrum inspector.
It's like a UK building site. Yeah. It's like 5 lads working and one bloke just watching.
Even the winger.
You've got the wingers.
Even the winger has thought about getting involved.
And he's just like,
give the old heat warmer.
The big man's done absolutely nothing. the ruck inspector. I mean, great values, but, you know.
I like that very much indeed.
Mate, what are you doing?
I do like the teamwork to make the dream work. Yeah. But I think you're going to lose points on not one
in all. Then.
Yeah.
It could be
It wouldn't get into the Musketeers, number 3.
Let's have a little look at our second clip, which comes in from George Hester. We'll put a bit of context on this one for you. So George's uncle has played for Eastbourne RFC every season since he was 8 years old. Here is a photo of the team at his testimonial on his 50th birthday. Still an active player and member of the club. Current and past players all pulled together to field 2 sides of the day before a great evening of stories over a few drinks in the clubhouse. The photo is a group shot of all the players together after the game. My uncle, being a tight head prop, is obviously the one with the ball. I love it. He's nodded off at the front.
Yeah. Look at that.
What an amazing picture.
Captain Birdseye. Yeah. Do you reckon that's where he goes if he's not on his trawler?
Well, look,
that is fantastic, though.
He's out in the sun a lot.
He's done
got a hell of a face tan.
Well, he's got great leg tan as well. Yeah. But that's what Grassroots is all about. What a
keep pulling out a bit. There's a lot of generational activity going on there.
Who's the old? I thought he was the real old dude in the middle.
the grey
silver fox
badger.
Does George Shooter lookalike far left?
It's quite a sort of it's quite a work of art, that
Clive
as well.
Woodward, top right.
Good to see Clive there. I like your half a ton of fun. You've got half a ton of fun on the left.
Yeah.
There's a couple of fairly solid looking front rowers.
Yeah. George Shooter on the one with the darb hanging out, and then the one on the left looks like who was the second? Second row from Bath.
Craig Quinnell back right.
Yeah, but second row from Bath. Grewcock next to Shooter, arms across people's left.
I like that very much. There's something quite sort of. It's quite like sort of a Rembrandt or like a sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like the Last
like a
Supper.
Dali.
Yeah.
It sums up, every great photo that's ever been taken at schoolboy level, where you get the front row on their knee.
Yeah.
And then someone always lies down the front.
He looks great.
Well done to you, sir. So this is the Uncle Hester, like Uncle Fester.
Yeah.
See what we've done there. What's he done? He's done 42 years at Eastbourne RFC.
That's incredible.
You've got to pay that.
Which I like enormously.
You've got to reward that kind of commitment, because that's what you said Grassroots is about. It's about the social side, the journey, the stories, the legacy.
Yeah. I'm comfortable giving it to Uncle Hester, because I think he is going to take a good mob of that crew to the London HSBC London Sevens and have a proper day of it. He deserves a reward.
And I'm not entirely sure that Twickenham Stadium beer staff are ready for what's coming.
No.
That would be like a tornado of...
He also needs to top up the tan a bit. Obviously, the forehead is looking very well tanned.
And it's perfectly timed.
But he's got great tan lines, but obviously he's not quite into wearing them short shorts. But
No. Well done to you, Uncle Hester. I hope you'll take George with you for submitting a fantastic photo. And I think, here's to another 42 years at the coalface.
Yeah.
Eastbourne RFC are very lucky to have you. And
Imagine if there was another 42 years and it was like where you play that golden flag tag where if you're over 70 you get golden shorts and no one's allowed to touch you. And it's basically you can score tries if you can make it that far.
Oh, I love that. Do you know what I was thinking? You know, we were talking about, this is a complete diversion, but I'll say it anyway. You know, we were talking about how to like jazz up the game and things like to get people talking about. Did you ever get colours at school?
Yes.
How cool would it be if you got your like Premiership colours?
Yeah. I think we're cool.
You get you get silver tops to your socks if you play 50 games and gold tops if you play 100 games to your club.
I'd love that.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, it would be good.
Let's get club colours as a thing.
And for the modern generation, you get snapbacks with "I'm a legend" in gold on stuff like that. Yeah,
well, you could take it whatever you want, but that was a real thing at school.
That's all I got from school until I went and opened that building, and they said, "Will you come and open the building at Papwick?" And I said, "Yes," but I never got made a prefect, a warden, or anything. Right. And they even gave the kid who'd just ate out the bins a warden tie, and I didn't get one, so I swapped opening the building for a tie. And now that's how I get it, and I actually wear it to dinners now.
Nice.
So,
can I say this has been really good fun?
Yeah.
Can we do a bit? It's a bit like it's a cross between Beadles About and not Beadles About. Well, You've Been Framed.
You've Been Framed.
And What Happened Next on Question of Sport.
Yeah. I like it.
We should do this more often.
We shall.
We've given away 69 tickets to the HSBC London Sevens.
We're too generous.
I think that's a really nice effort. Yeah. So we're going to give them away.
Get one ticket for an England game.
Right. We're going to give them away to, let's just recap. We've got 23 tickets going to Eamon for the Flair backdoor from Sid Wood.
Amen.
We've got 23 tickets going to Paul Bendel for my highlight of our first Good, Bad and Grassroots Rugby show. And we've got 23 tickets going to a very worthy recipient in Uncle Hester, uncle of George, who has been doing 42 years at Eastbourne RFC.
Can I ask them to, all three of the winners, to submit a photo of when they're there, and we'll judge the best photo. Also.
Oh, no, I tell you what we'll do. It's fancy dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we going to pick their
Whichever squad goes in the best fancy dress to the HSBC London Sevens gets a bonus prize from us. When is that? It's May.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the bonus prize going to be?
Well, no, don't tell them now.
Don't tell them. Let's see what you do.
Don't define it and don't box yourself in.
Yeah.
You get a bonus prize. It will be very good.
Yeah, we'll have a bonus prize.
We will think, and the effort that goes into your outfits will be rewarded in the prize that we send you.
That is very cool. I like that. Just making it up as we go along. That's
what we do.
That's what we do.
Well done,
And then
chaps.
when they send out inspirational pictures, we're going to panic about what we can get.
And that's how we do it as well.
We'll go into the store cupboard and find something. I think we've covered a lot there. There's some absolute brilliance. There's some absolute tomfoolery. And there's some incredible longevity.
Do you know what? But it's healthy and rugby's the winner.
I know. What I do like is the pictures in the sunshine. Yeah. And we're heading into that. The light is coming. Don't forget, everybody, if you've played, if you want to play, if you're looking for badinage and camaraderie, get yourself down to your local club and just get involved. It is very good for the soul. It's good for the game. It's good for you. It's good for your friends. It's good for everything that we know and love about
if you're not
sport.
posh and middle class, didn't understand anything about what you said, if you want some fun and light entertainment, then also head down to your club. Because camaraderie and badinage, I'm not sure there's a lot like going on in some of these
Isn't camaraderie a type of cheese? Whatever you do, find a way to get back in the game, either for a pint or for a game or just to have a bit of fun. It says here, once a week, once a fortnight, 3 times a week. I'd be so lucky. Just get back to your local club, to see your mates, and remember what you've been missing. When's your next game for Minch?
Well, actually, I'm doing something for the RFU, so I'm doing some stuff down there on Tuesday. I am desperately looking for a weekend, but we are very, very busy with the Six Nations at the moment. So
do you think I could get a game for Minch Vets? Do you think
you could come and play for the Rams.
What is the Rams?
A second team.
Okay. Do you play second team?
Oh, yeah. I've played first, seconds, thirds.
Have you?
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, don't look at me.
No, I'm not
I don't want anything to do with
it. We do need a physio.
I can do that.
Yeah,
S&C. You can do the warm-up.
Would you come down like in a sheepskin coat and just sort of stand with your feet
in a manager,
nice bucket?
100%.
Could you do that?
Yeah, 100%.
Do like a...
You've been on TV in that sheepskin coat.
I actually have a camel hair coat just for that.
I think we should do this again.
Yes.
We need more submissions.
We do.
Soon. Yeah. And, get involved wherever you can. We've been The Good, The Bad and The Rugby. Enjoy your rugby. See you soon.